riding with me, then you get whatever. Come see me in person, stories.
Did you guys miss me? I am back with another video. I know I've been gone too long, but I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on being more consistent. But just to come back, I'm giving you guys a dramatic glam with a little pop of pink and some rhinestones, doing something a little fun so I can get back into the swing of things with my channel. So as you guys know, I like to prime my clients' faces first. So I went in with the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizer. She told me she had really dry skin. So with dry clients, I tend to just moisturize and continue on with my next steps. So that's what I did. And then I used the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in the color Chocolate Mousse to fill in her brows. I did one brow off camera and then the other brow on camera, only because the angle was so weird. Help me out, y'all. If y'all got YouTube channels and you watching my channel, please direct me in the right tripod stand or the right angles for my camera, because I need to get it together so you guys can see everything that I'm doing from both sides, both angles. So I ended up using the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the colors 2 and 3. I mixed them together and carved out her brows with a flat C eyeshadow brush. It's from a set that I bought off Amazon. It's called MSQ. If you look it up on Amazon, you should be able to find it. They have a lot of good brushes. I've been trying different foundations lately, and today I am using, for the top of her brow and her face, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear foundation. So far so good. I really like it. I've used it on like 3 clients so far, and the color matching is pretty good. I know my lighting is so off in this video, just a little bit, so it kind of may look like it's too yellow for her, but it's really not. It was like literally a perfect match. But yeah, I went in at the top of her brows just to clean them up at the top, and then buffed it out with that same e.l.f. concealer brush. So I just wanted to bring something a little fun to my channel, since I don't really have that many like colorful looks. So for this look, I used the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, and I used those 2 pinks next to each other, not in any necessary order, just one after another, and took a simple blending brush and packed that into her crease. I drug it down on her lid just a little bit, just because I wanted to have some type of graduation. And then I took a poofy blending brush from BH Cosmetics and blended out her edges. And then I kind of drug the color out towards the corner of her eye, just to set me up for that type of liner slash cat eye type of look with the rhinestones that I was going to do later on in the video. So with those 2 shades, I just went back and forth and blended those colors out until it got to the pigmentation I wanted it to be. And then with the makeup wipe, I cleaned up those corners again, like I said, to map out that rhinestone liner for later on in the video. So going back in with that P. Louise base in the color 2, I am cutting out her cut crease with a e.l.f. lip pencil brush. I like to use really small brushes for detailed looks like that, so that I can get the perfect shape the first few times around as I'm carving out the shape, versus using like a big flat C brush or something like that, where it may not come out the way that I want it to be because the brush is too big. So small detail brushes just like this, cutting out her crease and just dragging it out towards the corner of her eye. And then I'm going to just blend out the product, because I don't want the eyeshadow to be patchy. So I'm just going to blend it out with a regular eyeshadow brush, making sure that it's nice and smooth so we don't have any patchiness when I lay down my colors. Y'all, my nails look so freaking bad in this video. Do not say nothing to me. Don't slay me in the comments. I'm getting a feeling this week, okay? Anyways, just drying that down so we can go ahead and start moving on with our look. But I am taking that same blending brush from before that I first laid down the color with the leftover shadow, and closing out her cut crease so I can get ready to lay down that deeper shade and deepen this eye look up just a bit. So with the bottom left color of the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, I'm going to deepen up the cut crease just a little bit on the outer ends, just giving the look some more depth and definition. So once I got that outer corner nice and blended, I went in with the white shade in the Nude Persuasion palette and laid that down first because I wanted that lighter pink to really pop and not get lost within the other colors. So like I said, went in with the white from the Nude Persuasion palette, laid that down with a C-shaped eyeshadow brush from BH Cosmetics, and got it nice and pigmented, and then went over it with a Real Techniques eyeshadow blending brush in that like salmon color in the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette in that very first row. Tapping into that eyeshadow palette, I just went on her lid and just in tapping motions blended it in as much as I could because I wanted it, like I said, to have a gradient look and have some type of graduation from dark to light. I hate when you do cut creases or eyeshadow looks. You can tell where one color stops and the other one begins. Like, that blunt look is not okay. Going back and forth with the dark pink and that salmon color, blending, making sure it's nice and gradient. And the fun part. So for the rhinestones, I used eyelash glue, and I basically just lined her eye as if I was using a regular eyeliner and made that cat eye liner and took my rhinestones. I believe I bought them from, what's the name of that store? I bought them from Hobby Lobby. It's like a multi-pack, so it starts from big rhinestones to little ones. And used a lip applicator, put a little bit of glue on the end of the applicator, and just went in with the rhinestones on that shape. As you guys can see what I was talking about, basically making a winged liner just with eyelash glue and sticking those rhinestones where they need to be. So I'm not gonna sit here and make y'all watch this long process. When I say y'all, this took so long, it took so long, but I was able to get her out the door in a timely manner. It was just, looks like this take a long time. Like, you have to be precise, you have to slow down and take your time. It's not as perfect as I wanted it to be, but it was close to it, and she didn't look a fool. She looked nice, and she loved her look, so I was happy with the outcome. Picking up my eyelash glue again, just outlining her crease with the rhinestones. I took the glue, lined her crease, and then went back in with the rhinestones again, just about halfway into the crease, not all the way to the end. I didn't want it to look like too much, but still have a nice clean cut look. Finally finished that on both eyes. Now it's time to put on these lashes, honey. I bought these lashes from Poop Lash. Don't laugh at the name. It's on Amazon, and I put those on her eyes after I lined her lash line with some eyelash glue and began to start on her face. With my Instapop face brush, I am blending in her foundation. Like I said, I'm trying out the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I believe in the color 511. I really like how this blended out on the skin. It was like very skin-like. It was giving NARS but drugstore. So I really like how it came out. As you guys already know, using the e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer, I am highlighting her face. I believe this is the shade Tan Neutral, but highlighting her face and then blending that out with the Real Techniques setting powder brush, per usual. I just want y'all to pay attention to how she is running away from me blending her face. Like, that is just so funny to me. I'm just sitting there and doing her makeup, and I'm like noticing her leaning. Like, y'all really should see how she was sitting in that chair. It was just so funny. I'm like, are you okay? Are you comfortable? And she's like, no. She started laughing. So, and I've heard that from other clients too. Some of y'all don't be saying nothing. I need y'all to speak up. We are here for the experience and also the service. So if y'all uncomfortable, let me know. But I guess, I'm gonna have to get a new chair. It was a gift and I'm so appreciative of my chair. I might as well just keep it for myself because I don't have no problems when I'm sitting in it. So I guess I have to invest in a new chair for my clients because y'all just gonna sit slouched and not say nothing. But I bought a chair from across the way and we continue to finish the process. So I'm continuously blending her concealer out with the setting brush, making sure everything is nice and flowing well together. I tend to blend until I feel like it's nice and melted, and then I go over the concealer with the Instapop face brush. Whatever's left over from blending in her foundation, I usually just go over my client's face and make sure everything is nice and seamless and there's no harsh lines. Then with a triangle shaped poof, I ordered these off Amazon. They came in like a 12 pack. I am setting her concealer with the One Size translucent powder, making sure everything is nice and smooth. I love this setting powder. It looks like a freaking filter. It makes everything so smooth and so pretty. And I love the triangle poofs. I think a few people were trying to put me on, and I just didn't think that it would give me the full coverage that I wanted, but it definitely does, because the setting brush just tends to leave it a little spotty, but the poof works out pretty well. Now with a small eyeshadow brush, I'm going to set the middle of her nose and then take my little poof and set her forehead and her eyebrows as well. And then with the Juvia's Place bronzer palette in the color Tan, I'm going to contour her face, going into the hollows of her cheeks and around her forehead. Now I'm going in with my Roxi Makeup Revolution blush palette. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out on the apples of her cheeks until she's nice and pinched. I actually want to try a new blush, so comment down below if you're watching this and you're into blush. Some nice blush palettes that are really pigmented and really color girl friendly that I can use. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I tend to do two things at once when I'm doing somebody's makeup. So as I am contouring her nose, I was also dusting off the setting powder and then dipping my brush also in the Ruby Kisses matte foundation powders to put some color back into my client's face. Y'all, I do not know where my obsession with setting spray came from, but baby, I be drenching my clients, okay? So I start off with my Morphe Illuminating setting spray. I tap that into their skin, making sure it's nice and melted, and then use my little hand fan to dry it down. And then later on, I revisit with another setting spray by Morphe. But for now, we're gonna line my client's lips with some NYX lip liner in the color Chocolate. And then for the lippy today, we're using NYX's matte liquid lingerie lipstick in the color Bedtime Flirt. And I'm just gonna blend that out on her lips till it's nice and ombre. And then go over her liner with a simple clear lip gloss from the beauty supply store. I don't know if I explained this before in one of my other videos, but putting your clear gloss on top of your lip liner only and not the actual color definitely gives your lips that like pouty lip filler type of look, as you guys will see at the end of the video when you see the full face. But I just love how the lip comes together when you only put the gloss on the lip liner. It's just so cute. It's giving Bratz doll very nice full lips. And there I am again with my Morphe All Day Setting Spray, drenching her down and then drying her up with our little hand fan. If you know, then you know, the Milk Jumbo eye pencil is like holy grail, okay? So I decided to go ahead and try out that same pencil, but I bought the black color and then I also bought nude just to try it out and see if it gave like that same effect as the white jumbo pencil does on the waterline. And then with those same two pink shades that I started the look with, I just went ahead and took a small detail brush and just smoked out her lash line, just giving the look a little bit more cohesiveness. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. This is the final look. She really loves her birthday glam. It came out so cute and exactly what she asked for. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.